Welcome to the video for Lesson 6.01 and for Quiz 6.01. This video is created to help you get an A+ on your quiz. This lesson is titled, What Makes Weather? Air has properties such as temperature, pressure, and moisture, and the air changes with time, and so does the weather. So we're going to learn a little bit about why the weather changes and how that's related to properties of air. Please take a moment to pause this recording and read through the goals and objectives for this lesson. Then press play. On page 3 of the lesson introduction, you can find the student guide. I would suggest printing this or typing on it as you take notes. You may also find information on this topic in the Earth Science Reference Guide, which you can find from the table of contents. It's an e-book. It wasn't sent to your home. So what makes weather? You may notice that the air above you may be dry and cool or hot and humid. It could rain or snow, and it could vary from place to place. So weather is the physical state at any given time. Please do not confuse this word with climate. Climate is a long-term pattern in temperature and precipitation. So weather is the temperature and precipitation right now or at a given time at a given place. Climate is the general pattern of what weather is usually like in a given area. So for example, if I said the weather, the temperature is 50 degrees and the wind speed is 12 miles per hour in Philadelphia today, that would be an example of weather or climate. Again, the temperature is 50 degrees, the wind speed is 12 miles per hour in Philadelphia today. Is that weather or is that climate? If you think weather, you are correct. That is weather. Short term versus long term. So remember that air has properties of temperature, pressure, and moisture. And these lead to humidity. Warmth comes from where you are on the earth, and it comes from the sun. The sun is the number one source of heat for the earth. So the temperature changes, that causes air pressure to change. This is a very important concept. Make sure you understand this. So you might want to take a moment to pause this and read this carefully. But temperature influences air pressure. Colder air has higher pressure because the molecules condense, they come close together. Cold, dry air is very unlikely to have rain, whereas warm, moist air is very likely to have rain. So high pressure is cold, dry air, unlikely to have rain. Low pressure is warm and humid. Make sure you know that. So it would likely not rain if it was a cold, dry day. And then as pressure changes, this leads to wind. Wind goes from high to low pressure. So changes in air pressure directly relate to the movement of air. As air pressure changes, so does wind. That's how we get wind. The amount of moisture in the air can vary as well. You know this from living in Michigan. You can have a moist day or a dry day. And two terms to know are relative humidity and dew point to describe this. Moisture leads to precipitation. If you get a lot of moisture, it will fall as rain or snow. Air masses it's a huge body of air above the earth. There's examples here, maritime polar, we live in continental polar air mass, maritime, and the maritime means next to the sea. A front is a boundary between air masses. You might have heard of warm fronts or cold fronts. We'll learn about that more this year. But just make sure you know for this quiz the difference between weather and climate. Weather is a short-term conditions. Make sure you know that cold, dry air would likely not have rain. And make sure you know that as air pressure changes, that's how wind forms. Good luck on your quiz.